saying I grew up in a village. I grew up in the village with a dad who loved news. I mean, if I say my father, I mean it. So when he woke up mostly around 6 in the morning, the first thing that he did was he turned on his little tiny radio that basically was to listen to KBC News. And yeah, I don't remember any day that I didn't see my late father not watching news. And he loved it. But I remember going through my day and I would feel like sometimes tension because you're feeling like, I've heard this on the news, I've heard this on the news, I've heard this on the news. And I was thinking, why does he love starting his day with feeding himself with so much negativity? Because we know that there is no good news in the news, it's just basically news, right? And so I got to a point I was thinking this morning as I did my morning walk, they say all the beautiful stuff happens when you're walking. I was walking this morning and thinking, wait a minute, I think how we start our day matters a lot. Some of us, when our alarm goes off, we directly go onto social media. Some of us go to the news, as I say, like my dad. You wake up and the first thing you're doing is inform yourself with what's going on around you. And especially at the moment, there's so much negativity, there's so much chaos in the world that you wake up in the morning, my friend Alex, I can see you, good morning. And you wake up in the morning, and the first thing you're doing is quickly running onto the news, running onto social media, running onto different things, and they are feeding you with negativity. No wonder as you're going through the day, you're filled with fear, you're filled with apprehension, you're very negative, and all sorts of things. And I was thinking this morning, how you start your day really matters, right? How do you start your day? I start my day typically when my alarm goes. I come out of bed, I change, I put on my running. Nowadays is walking clothes. Once I've done my dressing up for leaving the house, I say my morning prayer. I go for my walk, about 5 kilometers walk. When I come back from the 5 kilometers walk, I take a cold shower, and then after that, I have maybe not. Sometimes my morning fast drink is just water with an electrolyte, and then I leave the house. I take my kids to school, and then I go to work. And then I was thinking, like, maybe with the way I start my day, if somebody listens to me, will say that's so boring because maybe you should do social media, you should watch your reels, and all this kind of things. And I was thinking, the moment I feed myself with what's going on around me, the moment I feed myself with TikTok and Facebook and Instagram, even though I love those things, it's just going to make me, as I said, fearful. At the moment I tried driving and I was thinking, fuel is now 161. I was thinking, where's this? Where's this going to? And I can imagine if every single morning I wake up, it's Trump who's detecting how my day will go, is my friends on social media. Well, I will go crazy. And so I thought this morning just to come quickly and just ask you guys and say, guys, how do you start your morning? Because I believe there's so much power in the way you start your morning. Be intentional of starting your day just with moments and those intentional habits that will actually help you to be able to relax, to rest, and not be rushed into the day. So if you're somebody who starts your day with a lot of news, why not just turn it around and maybe read a book? Or maybe if you are somebody who starts your day with a lot of social media, why not start by listening to a motivational podcast or something that will help you? Faith Fati, I see you, will help you to be able to build yourself up, to build rhythms around you that are going to take you through the day. Because if you are constantly feeding your morning, because feeding your morning with negative things, my goodness, it's gonna screw up the rest of your day. But also, it's not just how you start your morning that matters, how you end your day really matters a lot. So how do I finish my day? In the evening, I take my running, now it's working clothes. I put them out close to my bed. So when I wake up in the morning, I do not have an excuse. My clothes are too far away. Nope. I put them next to my bed. And then the last thing I do, of course, I pray before I sleep, but I also read my book. I read different books now. I think I've done a couple of books this year because I've been intentional to switch off from social media and everything and then just learn and read something before I sleep. And once I finish my book, I make my night prayer and I go to bed. And it's been so, so super helpful because how you start your day is determined by how you end the previous day. So, how you end today will determine a lot how you start tomorrow. And how you start tomorrow will determine a lot how you will go through your day. So, this is just a quick reminder to say, guys, let's be intentional on starting our day in the right way, starting our day by rhythms that will fill us up, starting our day by things that will fill us up into pull us one needle movement, pull us closer to those intentional goals that we have set. If it is your health goals, if it's your relationship goals, if it's your financial goals, those are the most key things that I think once you think about those three things and then understanding and telling yourself every single day when I wake up in the morning, what can I do today that will make me a better person in my relationship? Interactive that will make me a better person in my relationships. What will I do today that will make me a better person in my work, that will make me a better person like financially? And then once you know those things and you can answer those questions, then get some rhythms around you that will support your day. So that was just my thought for this morning. I'm disappearing. I've got a class to teach. So have an amazing day and be intentional of how you start your day because it matters a lot. Have an amazing day. Goodbye.